Hello everyone, and welcome to the part of my channel that will be taking over for Mountain Monday, as basketball season has begun, and now on Mondays we will have my fantasy basketball recaps on Mondays with football on Tuesdays, and then I will be still picking random spots to upload Pokemon videos. So there's a little update on my channel. Now, getting into my fantasy basketball league for this year. A little bit different than last year. We're not going to be getting points based on scoring is not going to be based upon like how it was for me last year. I'm actually in a points-based league this year where I'm getting points for kind of like how fantasy football is. Points for making shots, scoring points, getting assists, getting rebounds, stuff like that, and losing points for turnovers and missed shots, and other stuff like that. So, with that being said, this is the team that I have, or was able to draft, and hopefully we can have a good season with this team. Now, to start off for my first matchup of the year for fantasy basketball, looking to start out on the right note. The team was led by my first round draft pick, Chris Paul, who led my team in scoring this week with 195.5 points. Other solid contributors to my team this week included Rudy Gay, who was, I believe, my second round pick, if I remember correctly. And then we had a couple guys in the 130s with Rondo, who had a triple-double this week, and Tyreke Evans, who also had a one double-double this week. So those are really the 3 or 4 main guys on my team as of right now. We do have, as you can see, based on the INJs, we do already have injuries that we're going to have to deal with this early in the season. Injuries to people including Rondo, Rudy Gay, Perry Jones, who I actually picked up because one of my other players was injured, David Lee, who I believe is close to coming back, and Marcus Smart, who just got injured and is probably going to miss about a month. Looking at my opponent, his team wasn't really that big of a threat. He really only had, well, DeMarcus Cousins had a good week for him, and as well as Darren Williams and Serge Ibaka, but other than that, like, he had Michael Carter-Williams in, who was injured, so that's a 0, along with George Hill from the Pacers with a 0, so he has 2 starters in with no scoring at all. And with that being said, we were able to pull out actually a narrow victory, winning by a score of 1,218 to 1,107. So we did win by less than 100. So maybe if he had 2 bench players in for those 2 other players, he would have came out on top this week. But instead, we come out on top this week and start out the season 1-0, and hopefully we can keep on this track for the remainder of the year, and hopefully finish undefeated like we did last year. So if you're new to the channel, definitely do check out my fantasy basketball stuff from last year. Um, and if you're into the whole sports thing, definitely check out my fantasy football stuff too. And until next time, good luck, have fun, and be safe.